Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing awesome. So, we got some iron in the last episode finally, and so I have made up some iron axes and some iron shears. And I have been going out by the trader through the teleporter and collecting some wood. Now, I've also been talking with the trader from time to time, and he has updated his stuff, and he wants some more bread. So, I will be making that here in a little bit, but also I've been kind of watching here, and even though there's a huge amount of the long grass here in this area of farmland, there have been no rabbits spawning. So I was pretty sure that the rabbits could spawn in the long grass even on the farmland, but the game's developer has said that there's a strong possibility they can't. So I'm guessing even he doesn't truly know, but I haven't seen any for a very long time inside of that pen. So I'm hoping we'll be okay to harvest this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We need a bunch of the rye for this bread anyway, and all of this flax is going to be very helpful for making some of the other stuff that we need to work on. So yep, let's do it. So I am going to go through here and break all of this stuff down. I'm almost afraid to know how much we are going to have from this when it's all said and done. But, yep, I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, I wasn't even able to harvest half of this, but my gosh, what we got. 2 stacks plus on flax grain, almost 2.5 stacks of flax fibers, half a stack of rye, and a third of a stack of spelt. And I don't know what is going on. The spelt is growing really, really slow, but that was only 7 plants and gave me 22. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. So now I need to grind some of this up, make it into flour, make some bread out of it. We need rye and spelt this time, so I guess we'll make sure, yep, we are going to need the spelt. So let's go ahead and combine those together, and then rye, or flax. Oh my god, we have so much flax. So we may have to be looking into getting our animal stuff set up so that our flax can actually be useful. But for now, I am going to once again dump all of the seeds into chests here, and yeah, I don't even have enough room for that. So one of you guys did recommend that I carry around a stack of chests with me, and oddly enough, I had actually started doing that before that suggestion came through. But yes, very good suggestion. So you know what, I'm just going to drop this shelf in there as well, because right now, yeah, I mean, that's fine. But I have a bunch of grain grinding to do, and oh man, we just barely have enough spelt. We need 32 spelt, we need 40 rye. So yeah, even with the harvest, we just barely had enough. And then the flax, I guess, is going to have to be what I eat most of the time, unless he decides he wants some flax grain. But yeah, that should allow us to get a few more paintings then as well, because he updated his paintings. So, yep, I am going to be sitting here grinding for a while. See you guys after a little bit. Well, that is possibly something I'm going to have to consider, is putting down a whole bunch of candles on something like this. But we need these candles for our trader. So he wants 4 batches of 2 candles each, and then he wants all of this bread. So let's go ahead and grab all of that stuff, and then we are going to grab what gears we have as well. So let's see here, that should be in This one? No. This one. So we still have 20 gears. We're not terribly rich, but we do have a little bit of stuff. So this should give us 13 gears if we can trade everything to him, which we should be able to. So yes, that is rather nice. So let's go ahead and head through our teleporter. And this is just the weirdest thing. I mean, yeah. I would have never thought to have something like that in a game. But it is very nice because, I mean, in Terra Firma Craft, we had nothing like that. And if you wanted to make a long trip, you were just making a long trip. Now, we did have boats available in Terra Firma Craft, which was kind of nice, and I know there's been talk of adding boats in the Discord, but yeah, I mean, having those teleporters is very nice. But you can see I have cut a fair amount of trees here. I've also collected every bit of the horsetail that is in the area that I've cleared, and this maple, I love the look of the log. The wood itself, not so much, but the logs are absolutely amazing. And so that is precisely why I am harvesting this. And I'm making sure that I plant a tree everywhere that I harvest one. As well as, you know, you may see there's a birch there and a birch there. So there's some bundles of birch leaves every once in a while. And so I've been replanting those as well. And there was even an oak here. So we can see there's another oak right there. There's one. But yes, this is going to be a place that I am going to very heavily do foresting. And yeah, as long as I replant everything, I think we should be fine. But let's go ahead and talk with our trader here, Shift. Alright, so you want some candles? Here you go. Let's go ahead and get some candles. So then he wants some rye bread. So he is definitely running low on gears. And then finally the spelt bread. Now he still wants rice bread, but I have no rice. So that doesn't work very good. But now we can go ahead and get these paintings. So we can get Forest Dawn. I'm going to grab another elk paint. Nope, he does not have a supply of that one. And he doesn't have a supply of the prey. So I guess we will get the Forest Dawn. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. And he has a forage vessel. I don't think that's really worth anything. But we do have some new clothes. The Squire boots. I actually feel like I want those. So one thing that I did find out from watching Ashantin's videos is if you have a spot available on your character, then clothing items will go straight into that slot. Now currently we have the wool-lined knee-high boots. I want to put on these Squire boots. So let's take off the armor and just see. Oh yes, that looks much better. That looks a lot better than what we had. But let's see, is there anything else? So he has lackey shoes and a Squire shirt. I'm not really too interested in any of those, and I am not willing to trade bronze tools. So yes, we'll have to wait for his new delivery in 5 days, and hopefully that will refresh the items that he is willing to buy as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this elk painting. No, this isn't elk. This is Forest Dawn. So yes, bunnies with the sun rising over the trees. Very nice. So yeah, I think I'm going to harvest a little bit more here because I have a plan for what I would like to do over in our other base area. And I may set up a little bit of a base here too. But I still have all of my tools with me, and we really should get our armor back on. So, yes, get the armor back on. But I am going to go ahead and harvest a bit more of this stuff. And yeah, there's some of those. So the birch saplings, I've been getting as many as I've been replanting. But I think I'm going to sit here and chop a few more trees. I'll meet you guys back at the base. So I have been messing around a little bit in creative, trying to come up with an interesting looking design for this next building. And yes, I will be using the maple logs, but oddly enough, I need another resource that is in high abundance through our teleporter, and that is sandstone. It seems like the maple and sandstone seem to go together very well. And also we will be utilizing a whole gob of these fire shingles. Now, one thing that I did not notice on these fire shingles is there is a little spot of kind of a light greenish color to those. And that kind of looks interesting when you put a large amount of it together. But we are going to be building this probably on the back side of the blacksmith here. And this building is going to be for this stuff. We need very desperately to get our leather production up and running because, yeah, armor. We need armor. So, yes, I am going to go and gather up a whole bunch of sandstone, which actually, when I think about it, I don't have much in the way of copper pickaxes anymore. So, yeah, I might have to... Yeah, by the way, I actually made some scythes too. I guess I could take a bronze pickaxe. I don't think that would be that big of a deal. Now, I do think that I am going to just go ahead and drop a chest here, and all of these tools that I don't really need at the moment, and some of this other stuff, I'm just going to drop off here in this chest. And there we go. So I might actually want to keep those with me because, yeah, you never know when you're going to need to crawl out of a hole. And probably should cook this red meat. So I killed a rabbit here just a little bit ago. But I'll have to grab a little bit of food to take with me and be on my way. Hopefully we will get enough sandstone to make this work. So I realized before I even get started on this building, I am going to have to make some more glass because I am running out of glass very rapidly. I actually only have 4 glass half slabs left. Now, one thing, Seraphim told me, and let me put these in there a little quicker, that we could use just 6 charcoal for this glass. So yes, actually now it will allow me to light that. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Seraphim. Now that was quite a while ago that comment was made, but yeah, I sometimes record these way in advance, and so yes. But we should be able to get a fair amount of glass out of this. So let's see here, it takes 2 each, so it should be 48 glass when that is all said and done, I believe, if I'm doing the math correctly. But so yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not going in the right spot. So I'm pretty sure that I have most everything else that I'm going to need for this. Now, I did collect up a lot of sandstone, and I've got some sandstone rock, the raw stuff as well. And I don't know if I'm going to be using it in this or not. I did not put any like this in the bottom of the build when I built it in creative, but you never know. Things may change as time goes on. So now this building is going to be a little different from some of the others that I've built here. And part of it is because, well, I guess I need an axe. Part of it is because I want to keep the appearance of everything slightly, you know, not too samey. You know, if it's too samey, then you just, it's not worth looking at. But I want to come in here, so let's see here. If we have the outer edge of the building here, 1, 2, 3, so here. So I think we're going to go right about here with the first part of the building. So then we will leave 5 blocks, so 3, 4, 5 right there. 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is going to have very similar dimensions all around, 5s on all of it. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I'm gonna have to move my charcoal or my firewood pile. I should probably burn that, but I kind of wanted to see how big I could get this pile, but I have not been adding to it. So yeah, I don't know. I might just burn the stuff because, well, quite frankly, I am going to be needing charcoal here fairly soon. So this is the basic outline of the building, but we are not going to be bringing the entire building out to these dimensions. So we'll pop up here just a little bit, and I believe this is where we are going to then bring this across. And we're going to have this overhang just a little bit on the front, and then we're going to connect between these. Now, this is not actually going to be a fully enclosed area, and that was a mistake, and now I'm out of logs. But what we are going to be doing here is make a little bit of an open area underneath the beginning of the building. So I actually need some fences. I will not be using any gates. And then I need a whole bunch more of these, where on earth did I have those maple logs? Yes, I'd say, I know I've got tons of maple logs, I just couldn't remember where I put them. So here in the front area, we are going to be putting some fences along here, and I believe I actually used birch on this when I initially built it in Creative, but I think oak will be fine. And then I'm also going to be putting some logs or some fences in the corners to kind of give this a bit more of a reinforced look, and that one should not be that direction. So let's go ahead and remove that. We will build this up a little, and yeah, I'm going to have to place one the wrong way there, unfortunately. And actually I think this one's supposed to go that way as well. And so we're going to have this little bit of a covered area. The upper story of the building is actually going to cover this. So we're going to have the lower story of the building is going to be going along the length here. And so we're only going to have a single floor on this side, and then we're going to have a connection between the lower floor and the upper floor here, and the second story will be only in this portion here. So it makes for a rather interesting looking building, and it kind of stands out from the ones that we already have. The other thing is, as you can see, we are wider than the blacksmith shop, and that is going to make things look a little more interesting as well. So now in between all of these, we are going to be placing some of our sandstone. So we're going to put sandstone on every other block and stairs in between those. So each one of these stairs is going to be a window, and they are only going to be 1 block tall. So we're going to bring those up like that and then put sandstone across the top of them too. Now, of course, I will be putting shutters on this just like that, but then I'm going to put some black currant bushes only where the pillars are, not in front of the actual windows. So yeah, I think that's going to be kind of neat, but I need to wrap this around the base, and then the upper story will be very similar to this one with the various plaster blocks, and then we are going to be making the roof with the fire brick or the fire clay shingles. Now, I have used regular granite cobble for the roof edges on both of these buildings. This one here is going to be getting basalt. So yes, I will get a bunch of that built. I'll come back and we will take a look at it. So I was in the middle of building this and I noticed we have some sheep have shown up here. So I want to get them as quickly as I can So what I'm going to do, I am going to grab a few planks here, and we need to make ourselves a large trough. So let's see here. How do we make this? All right, so that is pretty simple. We'll make 2 of these. So the large trough will lead these guys in, and then we need some hay. And hay can be used to feed these. So we're going to place down our large troughs here, and then we will... No, that is not what I wanted to do. So we need grain. Oh, no, we can't use hay. We have to use dry grass. So that's fine. But we'll go ahead and fill this up with dry grass. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it makes it go any faster. So it takes 8 blocks apparently to fill one of those. And each block is considered to be a portion. So then I am going to take these fences and wrap them around this so that the animals can get in off of this hill and then they can't get back out. So there we go. That should actually work. Now, can we kind of coax them over in that direction? And my God, the number of bees over here. I just keep making skeps, but that's a good thing too. So can I push you? I know that I'm supposed to be able to like throw a rock at you and that'll get you to follow me. You know what? Let's give it a try. So let's try throwing a rock. Come on. No, it's running away from me. You're not supposed to run away. You're supposed to run towards me. Ah! Oh well. Well, for now, we'll leave this here. Maybe by the time I get the building done, they will have wandered into it. I don't know. We'll just have to see. That's right. Go into the pen. No, you can't go over the fence. You have to go around it. Yes. No, don't eat the grass there. Well, I have been doing a lot of stuff between clips, and yes, I have actually done a little bit of decorating here inside of my house. So I added some firewood piles up here in the bedroom because that makes sense, having a fireplace here. Also added some wooden crates with flower pots on them, some aged wooden tables with flower pots on them, put a planter in the corner. I took a couple of the paintings that we got and placed them up here. Put the extra bookshelf that we had here with a table and a chair, a flower pot, a planter with some pine trees in it. And then I did a little bit down here with a wooden crate and a flower pot, a table and a flower pot, and another table and a flower pot. And yeah, I've just been kind of toying around with some of the decoration stuff that we can do here. And I think this is starting to look pretty good. So I am very happy with that. But I have completed the exterior of our tannery building, which this is pretty nice. And I have to say, this iron sword is ridiculously strong. The problem is, as you can see, it's almost half dead already because I have just been killing tons and tons of drifters with it. And it's just been working so well. Typically, it's 5 or 6 hits to kill them. And so, yeah, I've been just kind of smashing face. But the other thing is I have been harvesting the various crops that we have over there. We're now up to, well, actually, we can make a bit more here. So we are up to, looks like 21 of the linen. So, yes, that... I'm happy about that. We've still got a little ways to go before we can actually make a full-size windmill, but we're getting there. Now, the other thing is I have found out that these crops grow extremely slow when the ground is not hydrated. So if I come in here and use the watering can on this stuff, it will grow a whole bunch. But if I don't come in here and water it, then it just kind of sits here. So I think I'm going to need to redo this farmland a little bit so that we have some water sources in here. And what I may do is something that I have seen Ashantin do, and that is to plant some of the reeds in there. Because, well, quite frankly, I have reeds all along the banks now. I've been moving them from all of the little swampy areas that I've filled in and putting them along this edge here. This edge, and then the edge over on this side over here. So if we get over here, we can see there's quite a few of them over here as well. But yeah, I definitely have some things that I'm going to need to do with that. But this thing turned out pretty good if you ask me. It does have an awful lot of yellow involved in it because these roof tiles and the sandstone bricks, they're pretty close to the same color. So, yeah, I mean, it could be better, but it definitely stands out from the other buildings. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So we have this little entrance here, and I did the texturing here with the basalt gravel and the basalt cobblestone. I think that makes it look pretty nice. Now, I might also want to gather up just a touch of basalt stone and put that in here because that might help too. But inside we have an oak floor and, you know, a little bit of a vaulted ceiling here. Ooh, I forgot to put the oak planks over here on this side. Whoops. So that should look like this over here. And then the upstairs, we have two small rooms here. And so this one would be a bedroom, and this one would be kind of a common room, or a room that does not deal with the business. Now, one thing that you will see is there's a hole in the ground here, and there is a very specific reason for that. And that is that all of the leather working that I'm going to need to do is going to take water. Well, I could run out here to the lake and get water every time, but that is really annoying. So I'm going to put a well in here. And I'm actually going to dig this down a little ways and start the water from the bottom and work it up to the top. And I think I'm going to put cobblestone to line that because we will be able to see it. But let's go ahead and grab some granite cobble for that. And then we will grab our bucket. And then also we need the wrong chest. This one. We need some trap doors for this as well. So we're going to come over here and dig out a little of this dirt underneath here. So let's go ahead and just dig down here a little bit. And I think that probably will be far enough. But we're going to dig all of this out. Darn it. Shovel broke. It's just an obsidian shovel, nothing really to worry about. But now that we have that all dug out, now we're going to go ahead and place in our cobblestone on all sides. And so that will kind of make it to where the water doesn't show up quite as much. And, sorry, my phone looks like my sister, so I may have to call her back in just a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll have to move off to the side here to get back out of here. Yeah, that's weird. Why isn't the water... What? Oh, because it's falling downward. Oh, interesting. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and move that up there, put that here. And then we are going to place some trap doors here. And I thought to do this with a bucket or a barrel, but a barrel wouldn't exactly work because, you know, you can't keep it full. But, you know, that doesn't quite look as good as I thought it was going to with that. You know what, let's go ahead and just remove that. We lose a bit of dirt. I'm not terribly concerned. So maybe I need to change this to be a bit of cobblestone along here. Maybe some cobblestone walls that are vertical. Let me try that real quick. That may actually work better. And yeah, the drifters are starting to disappear. So if we grab... yeah, cobblestone slabs. We'll do these. And we can place these so that they don't take a huge amount of space, but it may look a bit more correct. So if we place these here, at least then it will feel like this is enclosed. Now we could just leave the water at that height, because technically that would work, or we could put it up here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we have the water up at the higher level, or should it be down lower? Now technically, if we want to go by the nature of physics, the water should be down in there a little ways, but that would be kind of an impossibility for us to reach. So I don't know. For now, I am going to remove this. I just don't feel that it's quite right. Maybe we could put cobblestone around the top here. Maybe that would work, but I don't know. But I am going to be taking barrels and lining them down the sides. On both sides here, we're going to have tannin on one side and lime water on the other. And then somewhere, probably like over here, we'll put the strong tannin. We'll put a couple of chests in here to hold our hides and then the leather. And yeah, that's going to be a little bit of interior work in here. So yeah, let me get to that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I did get everything set up here. I have gone ahead and filled all of the empty barrels with water and put in logs to make tannin. And I ground up what limestone I still had and made some lime water. And this is all the more lime that I have left. I am completely out of limestone. So I am pretty sure that I'm going to have to head way back down south and do a bit more limestone digging. But I did get a couple of animals to get into the pen. So we have 2 ewes and 2 lambs, and hopefully they will be doing their thing in here. But apparently we need to feed those again. But I did not realize that the episode had been running for so long. So we are out of time. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Check out Ashantin. Link is in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye.